So this is chapter 3. We are going to see the types of industrial hazards and its safety programs. See, these are the major types of industrial hazards. We have around 10 types of hazards. Number 1 is about hazard communications. Number 2 about respiration. Okay, respiration. Number 3 personal protective equipments. Number 4 about hearing conservation. Number 5 is about fall protection. Number 6 is lockout and tagouts. Number 7 is about confined spaces. Number 8 is about fire or fire extinguishers. Number 9 is about heat, stress or cold, and the last one is about bloodborne pathogens. So these are all the topics where a danger can arise, and we need to find out what safety we have to follow for each type of hazards. Okay, let's see one by one. The first one is about hazard communications. Understand how a company or how a safety department of a company can communicate the dangerous situations, right? The first one is about the right to know. Right to know means you have all rights to know about the dangerous situations in the company. You have to communicate this. And second is about chemical hazards. You see, we will see what is this chemical hazards. And third is about written programs. There may be some written programs which gives you awareness about the hazards in an industry. And fourth one is giving training. Through training, you can prevent those hazards. Fifth is about container labels. Then material safety data sheets. We call it as MSDS. That is material safety data sheets. And the last is about inventory lists. Okay, see, this is an example. Say, I can just show you in the pen. Yeah, so this is an example to represent a hazardous situations, communications. Okay, you see, for example, do not handle chemicals without proper protections. So this is one of the examples. So like this, we have a lot of ways and means to represent or to communicate hazardous situations. Let's see one by one. See, this is about the chemical hazards. The first is flammable or explosions. What is a flash point? What is LEL? And second is about toxic or poisons. So there are different types of toxic levels: acute, local, and routes of entry. These are all already developed in every organizations. And third is about reactive. If some chemicals may react. And fourth is corrosive. Some chemicals may spoil the machines or equipments, so they may become more corrosive and it will go out of function. Okay, so you have to know these types of chemicals, which is flammable chemical, which is toxic chemical, which is reactive chemical, and which is corrosive chemical. And each chemical, there is a type of representations, communications. So this is an example how you represent a flammable chemical. Okay, this is the labels. Similarly, how you represent a chemical which is more okay, there are different kinds of label. I am just giving only one example. Like this, if you search in the internet, you will find a lot of different types of label. Shipping, how to make safe shipping of materials. Say, for example, if you are transporting medicines, there is a different type of shipping methods. And there are different types of has glass items. Say, for example, this is a box. So like this, there are different labels. And manufacturers warning, sorry, and NFPA Diamond, HMIS label, these are the company standards. and then health, fire, and reactive hazards, so many things. See, health, it's in blue, flammability, it's in red color, reactivity is shown in yellow color, and protective equipments is shown in plain white with the green circle. Okay, so these are the different types of labels which is used to represent or to bring out the awareness about chemical hazards in container labels. And next is about NFPA Diamond. You see, this is all about the health. These are the measures. Number 4 means it is more severe, more dangerous. If the point is 3, it is serious. If the point is 2, the danger level is moderate. If the point is 1, it is slightly danger. If the point is 0, it is not much danger. Understand? So like this, they have, this is for special hazards. Say for example, acids, alkalines, corrosions, oxygens, all these things. Okay, you please go through all these things. Flammability, what is a flash point? If number 4 means flash point is less than 73 degree, less than 73 degree temperature, Fahrenheit. F is in terms of Fahrenheit. If it is less than 73 degree itself, it will burn, it will flash. Number 3 is till 100 degree, it is okay. Number 2 is till 200 degree. That means number 4 is more danger. Number 1 is very less danger. Number 0, it will not burn. But still, chemical is a chemical, okay? Flame, a gas or chemical, whatever it is. And reactivity, same they have given number. Number 4 may detonate. May detonate means very danger. Number 3, it may explode. Number 2, it is not stable. It might explode or it might not explode. Number 2. Number 1 is normal. And number 0, the chemical is in stable condition. Okay, these are the things. And normally, as I told in the previous slide about the red color, about these colors, okay, I have shown in the diamond shape. That is why it is called as diamond. This is represented in the shape of a diamond. What is red color? More danger. Blue, yellow, and white. So you should know how to represent for health, how to represent for special hazards, how to represent a flammable liquid or gases, whatever it is, chemical, how to represent a reactive chemical. Okay, and the next is about material safety data sheets. These are the data sheets which tells us how to keep the materials safe in a company. Identity of material and its manufacturer. Physical and chemical characteristics of that material. It's all about materials. Fire and explosion hazard data of the concerned material. See, we may shift, we may transport a lot of materials in a company, depending on the nature of a company. So for every dangerous material what the company is suspected, you have to find out who is the manufacturer, what is the type of material first. I'm sorry, I'm not getting the pen. Please bear with me. The dangerous ingredients. Ingredients means compositions. If the material having different, find out the health data, right? And find out the control measures and first aids for these materials. All these informations will be given in a material safety data sheets. It is available in every company. This is called MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheets. So this material safety data sheet is giving information about the type of material. It gives the information about that type of material and its hazardous ingredients, its physical and chemical characteristics, hazards, and its reactivity data, okay, and its health, how to handle, and how to control this kind of dangerous situations. The respiratory hazard, the second type of hazard, is about the respiratory hazard. Respiratory hazard means it's all about breathing. It's all about breathing hazards. You see, in common sense, when I tell you, people say in Abha, we have less oxygen. Understand? We have less oxygen only in Abha region. Of course, we are feeling it. That's true. So you can see. So this less oxygen is affecting the respiratory system of our body, respiratory system of our human beings. So this is a normal one. But if you take the company, there are more dangerous situations which affects respiratory system of a human being. So we have to see what are they, how to prevent. So number one is about toxic fumes, mists, gases, vapors, all this. Then the requirement for respiration. At the same time, oxygen is dangerous to life and health. There's a different kind of situations which is arising in some sort of dangerous companies where it attacks the respiratory system immediately. Such kind of situations are available. So these things are represented using the labels called respirator required beyond this point. So if you are working in a company, say this is the way you walk to the work area. If this is work area, there is a mark or there is a board, caution here. So here they have written beyond this point, if you are traveling in this direction, beyond this point you need to use respiratory equipments which helps you for oxygen supply, because this area is a dangerous area which have less oxygen or which have more oxygen than the requirement. Okay, so these are the things about respiratory hazards. And next is about sorry, respiratory or occupational exposure limits. Okay, these are the different types of limits for respirations. This is permissible exposure limits. We call it as PEL. What is PEL? Permissible exposure limit. What is this OSHA? OSHA, it is an American standard which is telling organizational safety health associations. Understand? Organizational safety health associations. That is called as OSHA. So this is a safety standards created by American systems. Okay, so we have to follow these safety standards. I will talk about OSHA, and another one is there, IOSH, IOSH. This is also International Organizational Safety and Health. Understand? So this is called IOSH. This is another standard which is developed by British. There are two standards in safety. One is American standard, call it as OSHA. The other one is IOSH, call it this is a British standards. So these two standard manuals or the books will guide us how to follow safety procedures for different type of dangerous situation in a company. Okay, so we will talk about this OSHA and IOSH in later sessions, not today. Today we will see only the type of hazards and its safety procedures. Okay. So now we should know what is the permissible exposure limit. Permissible exposure limit means till which point it is safety to allow a human being to work in an industry so that his breathing or his respiratory is not affected. Okay, that is called PEL, permissible exposure limit. Next, threshold limit value. Okay, this is called TLV. This is developed by ACGIH. These are all some standards. We'll discuss later about the standards. Next is time weighted average. Time weighted average, TWA. Okay, these are all the indications. It will guide the safety engineers or the safety managers to allow the worker to work safely within the defined limits of work area. Okay, and next is about short-term exposure limits. Short-term exposure limit, STEL. This is not steel. This is still. Don't talk like this. Still, it is STEL. It is called short-term exposure limit. A worker can work only for a short period in the area. Afterwards he will get respiratory problems. Next is ceiling limit. This is called TLVC, means ceiling. This is called time weighted average. Time weighted average. C means ceiling. Ceiling means upper limit. You know what is ceiling? Ceiling is roof. Roof is above our head, so it is upper limit. Floor limit means lower limit. These are different terms company use. So don't think different. Ceiling means upper limit. Okay, upper limit can be defined using time weighted average. Using threshold limit value TLV, or using permissible exposure limit PEL. Okay, and then about skin notations. This is another kind of expressions. And then protection for working lifetime. Okay, this is another procedure to for exposure limits. So this slide is telling you all about exposure limits without using any safety respiratory equipments. Till which point a man can work in an environment. A man can work in an environment without using respiratory equipment safely. That is called exposure limits. So different types of exposure limits: PEL, TLV, TWA, STEL, in two types: TLV ceiling, PEL ceiling, and skin notae purifying. Okay, we have filters, we have masks. Example, you see dust masks, half face mask, full face mask, powered air purifying respirators. This is used for a dangerous situation. It is air purifying is powered. Understand? This is for normal. See, when there is a sandstorm, we use dust masks to avoid dusts going inside our breathing system. So it's a normal one. And half face, full face, but that depends on the level of danger. We use these filter system. Supplied air, it is called as SAR. Okay, SAR, supply air in a separate line, pure air in a separate line. This is another system to protect the respiratory system of a human body. Okay, so there is a hood style. It's a different style of equipment. Face piece style, it's a different type of equipment. All are supplying purified air. That's full face. Okay, then escape provisions. There is a provisions for escape of outlet air. Okay, and then self-contained breathing apparatus, SCBA. You see, these are all the abbreviations. You see, APR, SCBA, SAR. In the previous slide, it says PEL, TLV, TWA, STEL, TLVC, PELC. All these things you have to by heart, because these are all the standards. They are like law, safety law. Okay, we have to by heart them when you need to work in a company. Yeah, and the next is about respiratory protection factors. Protection factors. PF means protection factors. If it is written as RPF, we call it as respiratory protection factors. How much factor is there for each level? You see, if the respiratory protection factor, if you need only 10, it's very small protection is required. So use dust mask. If protection is 10, you can also use half face mask. If it is 50, if the PF factor, protection factor is 50, use it full, cover your face. If the protection factor is 100, you need 100% protection, then use powered air. So these are the protection factors through which an engineer will find what type of equipment should be used, respiratory equipment should be used. So the type of respiratory equipment is selected based on the protection factor value, PF value. If PF value is 10, you can use either dust mask or half face mask. So something like this. So we have to follow these standards, okay, because these standards have been found by medical examinations. Keep in mind. Then supplied air, protection factors for supplied air. If it is 100, use hood style. If it is 1000, use face piece style. If it is more than 10,000, use escape provision styles. Understand? If it is more than 10,000, you can also use self-contained breathing apparatus. Okay, these things please keep in mind. How to select the respiratory equipments. Respiratory equipments are selected based on the protection factors of breathing system. The value of protection factors of the breathing system. Based on the value, you select the respiratory equipments. And next is about limitations. See, limitations: air purifying, APR, concentration of contaminant, oxygen level. See, there is some cartridge useful for life, warning properties. Some substances cannot be detected, or they are too toxic. They are more toxic, more poisonous. Concentration of contaminant. Contaminant means impurities. More impurities is concentrated at one particular area in an industry means please don't go there to work. That is called limitations. Limitations means not allowed. Not allowed to work, because we cannot protect in this area. So we limit the staff, the company worker, to work in these kind of situations. Okay, this for air purifying. If for supplied air, same, moved the grade D air source, more cumbersome or unwieldy. Understand? Mobility, airline style is mobility. Airline style is not constant. Length of work time. If length of work time is more, please limit them. So these are the indications for limitations where the employees will not be allowed to work because safety cannot be provided in this area. This is called danger. They show it by danger, poisonous. We can't save it. So about limitation. Next, respiratory program elements. What was the respiratory program? What are the respiratory programs? One, you can use a written procedure. Second, you can do selection of respirators. Third, you can train the users how to use the respirating equipments, different types of respiration equipments. Fourth, fit and testing. Okay, you have to test it before using it. Check the initial one, check the annual usage, and check the brand name also. Then cleaning and storage. How to clean, how to keep it again. Similarly, maintenance, inspection. It's all about the respiratory equipments. Work area surveillance, medical fitness of a human being who is working, program auditing, using certified respirators, not normal one, certified respirators, no beads, no glasses with full face. Understand? So these are all the important points to be considered when you're doing some respirator programs. Written procedures, selection of respirators, training of the users, fit and testing, clean and store, maintain, inspect, work area surveillance, medical fitness, audit the safety program. Audit means every year you will check, or every quarter you will check what safety program is done, how many danger situation it avoided, how many staff it saved, or how many staff is injured. These are taking some statistical data about the safety. This is called program auditing for due to respiratory system. Okay, so go through this. And the third one is about the hazardous is personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment. This is all about the safety goggles and gloves and safety cloths, all these things to protect personally an individual worker. That is called personal protective equipment. You see, this is required when engineering or administrative controls are inadequate. We have seen in chapter 2 what are the different types of control systems for safety. Number 1, engineering controls. Number 2, administrative control. Number 3, training control. Now, when the engineering control is not good, means not sufficient. Inadequate means not sufficient. Okay, and when the administrative controls are also not sufficient, then we use personal protective equipments. So this must be properly selected and worn. Worn means using in our body. Maybe we use for foot, we use for hand, we use for covering our body, we use for covering our head. Okay, this is called warning. So must be properly selected and used. Then training is required. Of course, how to use the safety dresses. Pre-job analysis. Before doing the job, you use it and analyze it about the dangerous situation. This is called hazard assessment. Okay, that's all about the personal protective equipment. We use personal protective equipment when there is inadequate control in engineering controls, in administrative controls. You have to select properly and use it. We need to have good training before using personal protective equipment. And also we should analyze them before doing the job about the dangerous situation. That is called pre-job analysis. Okay. You see, some labels are here to represent safety first. I already told you in first chapter, no person is going to work to kill himself. Everyone goes to work to have a comfortable life. Okay, so the safety first is very important. You see, it is written, do not enter unless wearing safety equipments. Okay, this is very important. And then is about head protection. Yeah, as I told you, head protections. This is different types of protective helmets are there. You see, they call it as hard hats. You know what is hat, but in industry they give you hard hats. This is called safety helmets. Safety helmets. There are different classes of, different types of safety helmets. Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class D. See, this is a self-study slide. Okay, see, Class A, limited voltage protections. It protects you from voltages. Understand? It's about electricity. And Class B, from high voltage protections. Class C is no voltage protection. So it will not take care. It will not save you from electrical shocks, but from other shocks your head will be saved if you use Class C. If there is a danger of electrical contact, use Class B and Class A. If electrical contact is more voltage, then you should use Class A only. This is more safe. That is why they are given Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D. So among these 4 classes, first 2 classes will save the head from electrical shocks. Third class is no voltage protections. Class D is about firefighters helmet. It protects from heat as well. Insulation, thermal insulation. That is called firefighters helmet. Means it insulates radiations, heat radiations, thermal insulations. And the next type of cap, that is bump cap, B-U-M-P, bump caps. Okay, it is not recommended unless the situation, if there is an area which is unsafe for head. There is a label like this, you can find out hard hat area. Hard hat area means you have to use any of these classes. So you will read the situation of the company. If there is a chance of electrical shocks, you have to use Class A or Class B. If there is no electrical shocks, you can go to Class C or Class D. I mean, Class D is important if there is a danger of fire. Okay, so normally class A is okay. In special cases we use class A, class B if there is electrical shock, and we will use class C if there is a shock, if there is a dangerous from heat or fire, we use class D. So you will select according to this, how to protect the head. Then about eye and face protection. Eye and face protection. Okay, this is how to protect eyes and face. See, here is safety glasses. You know, say for example in welding is one of very simple and universal example every student can understand. We use safety glasses or safety goggles to prevent from the contact fire. When we do welding between the welding rod and the base metal, there is a huge heat is generated, and that flash has to be avoided from our eye contact. So we use glasses, safety glasses, minimum requirement. And goggles, we use goggles is a better protection, where we use in dangerous situation like welding and other chemicals or splashes, dusts, projectiles, everything. And face shield, in some area we use facial, which gives you more protections. Understand? Similarly, chemicals, wearing safety equipment. So like this, everywhere there is safety. Hello? I'm sorry, there was a little internet problem. Now it's okay. So like this, you see shoes. Okay, so you can use the protective steel toe, also metatarsal guards. This is another kind of shoes which protect from the top of foot behind toe. Behind toe means backside of the your foot. It is protected by this material. And chemical resistant materials are also used for boots to prevent contact with some chemicals. It will not react. The boots will not react with these chemicals. So you can select steel toe, metatarsal guards, chemical resistant boots. Okay, and chemical protective clothings. So these are the people use for firefighting and all these things. Okay, what are the different types of qualities? What are different types of protective cloths used? See, puncture resistant. The cloth will not. You cannot make holes in the cloth. This is called puncture resistive. Wear resistive. The cloth will not torn out easily. Ductility and degradation, permeation. You see, it is very rough and tough, very good qualities. And here types, if you see the types, full encapsulating suit. Full encapsulating suit means the suit covers the full body. And splash suits, which is used to cover from fires, and coveralls, which is used to cover the whole body, and hoods, gloves, boots or shoe covers. So many types of protective cloths are also available. Please just go through all these things. So I'm giving you all types of dresses because you have to select based on the nature of company where you work later. Okay, and caution, you see, avoid skin contact. This is to protect the skin, body skin. We can protect using the protective cloths. And the protective clothing materials, it's all about the material. Tyvek, they call it as Tyvek. It is a white suits. Dust, it prevents from dusts, dirt, greases. Saranax, this is another type of dress. Coated Tyvek better for mild chemicals. You should use this Cernex. You see, we call it as cotton dress, nylon, polyester. When we go to the shop to purchase a dress for us, we tell what is this made of. He may tell this is made of nylon, this is made of these two can be replaced. If not Tyvek, you can go to polyethylene. And hello, sorry again, I have problems. Please kindly bear with me. Yeah? There are some internet problems. So this is about the different levels of protections. We have level A protection, level B protection, level C protection, and level D protections. So level A protections means what? Level B protections means what? What type of dress you should use? Level C protection means what? What type of dress you should use? Level D means what? What type of equipment you should use? See, full encapsulating suit should be used, and gloves, boots, and all this it is given. Please, you can read yourself and try to understand. It is a repetition of previous slides because I'm afraid the internet go again. Be online. I didn't take any attendance till now. I will take attendance at the end of the session. Yes. Now this is hearing conservations. How to protect our ear. This is very important. So hearing losses, maybe disease, maybe because of age or excessive noise. These are the reasons why people lose their hearing ability. Maybe because of disease, because of more age, because of more noise also it will disturb. More noise may come from workplace, may come from bad environment, pollution environment, so noise pollution. And recreational, more orchestra and big sound and all these things. So other effects of noise is elevated blood pressure. Because of noise, some person, they may get more BP, they may get more stress, they may get sleeplessness, because we do not know what sort of people are working in a company. They are in different age levels, different condition of their body. So as a safety engineer, we have to understand what is their body condition, what is their age, how they are sensitive to sound, to noise, all these things. Okay, and see noise levels. Again, it's all about noise levels. Decibels. It is given in dB. dB means decibels. Sound is always measured in decibels. Keep this in mind. So whisper. Whisper means talking slowly with each other, ear to ear. Sorry, mouth to ear. This range is 10 to 20 decibel. Very slow sound. Speech. Normal speaking. What I am speaking is maybe around 60 dB. Noisy office, little increased, 80 dB, little sound noise. And lawn mower, 95 dB. It is means the sound level is increasing again and again. Okay. Passing trucks, when some trucks is passing, it gives a sound of 100 decibels. Jet engine in a flight, that gives 150 decibels. So as per OSHA standards, Organizational Safety Health Association, as per OSHA standards, permissible limit, the permissible limit for a normal human being is only 85 dB. Till 85 dB it is okay, it will not affect the ear, this is good, 85 dB. If it is more than 85 dB, we have to take care of them. We have to take care of them. So this is very, very important. Okay, 85 decibel is 85 dB, small d, capital B. You should be very careful in giving the symbols, small d, capital B. So 85 decibel is very safe. If it is, we have to think. That means till noisy office a man can withstand. This is safe. Below this, it is not safe. Okay. So caution. Also, we always show the level. It is ear protection is required. So you should protect your ear. Now, noise exposures, continuous exposure, intermittent exposure, impact. Suddenly some sound will come. Intermittent, sometimes it comes, again after 5 minutes, again the sound will come. Again after 5 minutes, again the sound will come. This is intermittent. Continuous means the sound keeps on coming continuously for the whole shift, 8-hour working shifts. So this is the types of noise, how it is exposed in a working area. Now hearing protectors, you know, these are all, you have to understand what is earplugs, how much decibel it is, 20 to 30 decibel preferred. Ear muffs, another equipment, second choice. This is 15 to 30 decibels. You can hear the sound. And double hearing protectors, it is between 30 to 40 decibels, used for levels over 150 decibels. If 150 decibels is normal, you have to use double hearing protectors, which will control till 30 to 40 decibels. It will reduce. So NRR means noise reduction rating. This is reducing. Okay, if you use earplugs is reducing till 20 to 30 decibels. It will reduce and send you the sound waves. If you use ear muffs, it will reduce 15 to 30 decibels and it will send you the sound waves. If you use double hearing protectors, it will reduce 30 to 40 decibels and then it will send the sound waves to the ear. Okay, you should understand these things. What is the ear protecting devices? How much sound it reduces? 20 to 30, 15 to 30, 30 to 40. Okay. And next is audiometric testing. This is a testing where a company conducts to find out your level of hearing capacity, how much sound he can hear. Okay, that's called the different types of testing levels: initial testing, annual testing. Every year they have a check, and performed with exposure exceeds OSHA limits and assures protection is adequate. Evaluation is age adjusted. Depending on the age, evaluation, they do the evaluation depending on the age of the worker. Okay, these are about the audiometric testing. This is just for a general knowledge I am giving you here. And the last one, with this we complete this class. It's about fall protection. How to protect a man falling from a workplace. Okay, so any open edge higher than 6 feet is danger. Any open edge which is higher than 6 feet, you have to protect it. Okay, below 6 feet doesn't matter, nothing harms him. If it is more than 6 feet, we have to give a safety system. Okay, so you have to use a guardrail system. You can use a rail system which is guarding him. You can use a safety net. If he is falling, he will fall on the safety net. You can use a personal fall arrest. Personal fall arrest means some hooks they will tie on the belt and they will work on the floors. If they fall, they will hang. That is called fall arrest. Any fixed ladder higher than 20 feet. Any fixed ladder, if it is more than 20 feet, they need a protection system. That is called ladder safety device with body harness. Okay, you should use a safety device for the ladder, and safety cage with offset landing every 30 feet. Every 30 feet there should be offset landing. They can take rest after 30 feet. Again they will climb up. Okay, this is a kind of ladder. You see, this is a man who has fall arrest system. Okay, so the caution is given here, watch your step when you are climbing up. So this is called full body harness, lanyard, shock absorbers, locking snap hooks, lifeline, anchorage. Must hold 5,000 pounds. 5,000 pounds weightage it will hold. Anchor means this is the anchor. This man is hooked with a anchor. It is holding him. Okay. And next is the fall clearance. This is very important. Yes, please. This is very important. You see, fall clearance. You see, before fall the man is here. After fall, you see, he is hanging. So when he's falling down, he should not touch the floor. There should be a gap. The man who is falling down should not touch the ground. This is ground level. GL means ground level. So he should not touch the ground, because if he touch, he will hit the ground. It is danger for him. This is not good. So we have to measure a safety factor for this. This safety factor is always 3 feet above the ground level. Okay, you should keep a safety factor of 3 feet above the ground level. If a man is falling, he will be 3 feet above the ground level. This is the safety factor. It's very important. Okay, go through this diagram slowly when you are free. And scaffolding also, it's a kind of taking the people safely when he's falling down. Go through these things. And portable ladders. See, portable ladders is also very dangerous, because sometimes it may slip and all these things. So how to use different types of ladders. This is the general general information I'm giving you. Next is aerial shifts, the aerial lifts. Aerial lifts, secured lanyard to anchor point. This also using the anchors. Okay, never use a ladder from a lift. Don't use ladder when you're already in a lift. This is a dangerous situations. Avoid this. Don't overextend boom lifts. Boom lifts should be to the designed function only. You should not overuse it. Follow manufacturer safety notices. This is very, very important. Follow manufacturer's safety notices. Okay, so this is caution, overhead equipment. You should not use overloads than what it is designed for. So with this, I'm stopping today's lecture. We have second part of this chapter. We have totally 10 hazardous, and we have to study the safety programs for all these hazardous types of hazards. So today we have seen only 5 hazards, and in the next lecture we will see the remaining 5 hazards. Okay, now I have given you the questionnaires for all these 5 hazards. See, name any 4 major types of industrial hazards. You can give any 4 industrial hazards. Right, a written program is a means of informing hazardous communication. Yes or no? It is yes. Training is a means of informing hazardous communication. Yes or no? It is yes. So something like this. Please go through these question banks. I have given around 27. Yeah, around 29. Around 29 questions. Please go through all these things. It's very interesting. You see, the last question: if the height of worker is 6 feet in a safety anchor system, what should be the safety factor? You see, I ask you here, what should be the safety factor measured in terms of feet from ground level? What should be the safety factor? 3. 3 feet is the safety factor. So B is the answer. Okay. So like this, I have given the questions for these previous slides only. Next class I will continue remaining types of hazards and its safety procedure, and then I will give questions for this. So with this we are finishing today's lecture. From next class, be on time. Maybe 6 o'clock if it is prayer time. We will start 6:10. Positively from 6:15 we will start. Okay, and for mid-exam, you will have 2 chapters and 3rd chapter till today's lecture. Till today's lecture, you will have mid-exam 1. I am typing here, please. Mid-exam 1 will be from chapter 1, 2, and 3rd chapter, chapter 3 till today. Okay, I will give around 25 questions. I will give around 25 to 30 questions only from question bank. From question bank. Question bank. It carries 15 marks for mid 1. Okay, so please find answers for all questions. If you need my help, I will give you the answer. Okay, that's fine. And you have quiz from 9:30 to 10:30. Anytime you can start the quiz. Once quiz is started, it will be there for 20 minutes only. Okay, that's fine. Please be there. Now I am taking the attendance. Be there. I am taking the attendance. Today is 11:15. Industrial safety engineering. Okay. Attendance. Yeah. Yes, I have taken attendance. Thank you for all. Yes, you can leave. You can leave the session. You can leave the session. Quiz is from chapter 1 and 2 only. Quiz 1 is from chapter 1 and chapter 2 only. Okay. Any questions? So I will upload this PPT in your Blackboard. Please read. I will upload this PPT in Blackboard. Please prepare for mid-exam. And good night. Who is this joining now? 432-801-878. Please come to my office tomorrow. 878. You are very late. You are joining just now. Okay, good night all of you. Bye.